2024 has been an unforgettable year for our adventures, particularly since the addition of our campervan, which makes quick weekend getaways so much easier. And today we're sharing some of our top picks for the ultimate stays this year. From riverside retreats to the countryside to visits to the coast. These are all sites that have captured our hearts in 2024. This is another Vanother Collective collaboration vlog. You can see the logos of all the channels involved in the collaboration going across the screen now. Don't forget to check these out, all the channel links are in the description below. And let's get started on our top picks for 2024. We're going to kick off our list with Lial Manor, which is nestled by the River Severn in Stourport. The site offers a peaceful riverside location with spacious pitches and stunning scenery. It is perfect for nature lovers. There are riverside walks, fishing spots and even a chance to spot wildlife. If you stay on the riverside, you can access a walk that will take you straight through into the town. And if you're in the other area for touring on this site, you'll be nestled at the side of a beautiful lake where you'll see the swans and ducks come flying in on a morning. So Lial Manor was a campsite we were never intending to go to. It was one that we'd been to Cornwall and we wanted somewhere to stop off on the way back. So Lial Manor was a good choice with hindsight. It was real nice, wasn't it? Yeah. It's got a big area, as you've seen, by the riverside, and it's got a smaller camping area. Then there's loads and loads of statics in between. And the one thing we noticed about the statics was there was all green. Every single one of them was one shade or another of green. But the site is beautiful. We spent 3 nights there and it is a campsite we would definitely use again.
Yeah. I think we went to the wrong side of the site, didn't we?
I think the other side was prettier, wasn't it? Yeah. It's a big site with lots of things going on. There's so many different areas and you've got a whole walk around the site and a massive dog field as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lial Manor is one we would definitely recommend. Next we head off to Filey and the Centenary Way campsite. This was an absolute gem of a find of a campsite. It was recommended to us by a friend and we went back a couple of weeks later because we loved it that much, and it's certainly one we're going to visit again and again. You get the best of both worlds at Centenary Way. You get the countryside vibe and you get the coastal retreat, which is ideal for a little trek along the seafront. And don't forget the all-important one when you're at the seaside, the fish and chips. And we found a lovely little fish and chip shop just right at the end of the seafront where you can sit outside, watch over the waves while you eat your fish and chips. We liked Centenary Way because of its location.
Yep.
There was a lovely pathway, a lovely walk towards the seafront. It was like a bit like a cinder track almost, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you come out on the top of the cliffs overlooking the sea. And then from there, you've got to go down 50 million steps, or it felt like it when you had... Well, it felt like it when I came back up them. So we had to go down all these steps, which will get you onto the seafront, which is really, really lovely. But there is an alternative way you can go, because you can cut across a field part way down the track and then coming through the town, which is a little bit easier. But either way, you've still got a lot of steps to go back up to get back onto the cliff top, back to the campsite. But we liked it because it was very serene, wasn't it?
It's one of them sites that we're going to go back a few times, isn't it?
And the only thing we've got now is the site's been bought out. That was the end of the season for the current owners. And I think it's been bought out by the Flowers of May site, or the people that own Flowers of May. So we will definitely be going back in the new sort of camping season when the weather picks up a little bit. And we'll see what they do to it, what they change. Because invariably new owners tend to change things. So, but it's a lovely site. They were a little bit on the expensive side compared to one or two that we've been to. But for what we had, we were quite happy to pay for that, weren't we? Because we really loved the site.
We loved it,
really, really nice. So another one I would highly recommend. Our third pick is Bale of Pickering Caravan Park. This one's perfect for both families and couples alike. It has everything you need for a comfortable stay. The facilities on this site were absolutely amazing. The toilet and shower blocks were some of the best I've ever seen, and they were absolutely spotlessly clean. There's a great play area for the kids and plenty of space to relax. The site also boasts its own cafe where you can get a bacon butty for breakfast if you don't feel like making one. So Bale of Pickering, that was a site we went to quite a few years back with our friend Mike.
One night Mike,
we always called him because he only ever went for one night. Although we do a bit of that ourselves these days, don't we, with a camper? Yeah. We just suddenly get up on a Saturday morning and say, let's go somewhere. So Bale of Pickering is an absolutely beautiful site. It's got really friendly owners, a really friendly staff in reception, very helpful. We went quite late in the season, so it was a bit dismal, but I think we were quite fortunate that the weather wasn't too bad on the weekend we went. And I've got to say, and I know people talk about toilets and shower blocks and God knows what, but these were the best I've ever seen. They were absolutely...
Even better than the Campervan and Motoring clubs, aren't
they? They are, definitely. They're better than any of the club sites we've ever been to. They were just lovely, and they were spotlessly clean. There wasn't a fault, even whatever time of day you went. The toilets were spotlessly clean, so you can't really fault it at all.
A thing on there, isn't there, where you can go for your breakfast?
Yeah, the cafe. We didn't get in the cafe because it had closed for the season. The shop was open if you needed anything. It sells sort of the usual essentials that you find in campsite shops. And it wasn't a bad price, but it was like October, November time when we went. But yeah, definitely. And you can go, there's a walk that'll take you up onto the A170, which is really good. And there's a nice little pub at the top there that has a little stream running through the garden, doesn't it? Which is really nice.
In the middle of nowhere.
It is, other than that, it is in the middle of nowhere.
Or whatever, you could go and get some places.
I think it's a good, for people that don't live in this area, it's a good site for a holiday destination in that you generally have a vehicle with you. And you need a vehicle to get around, as I say.
You can go to Scarborough, Bridge.
Yeah, it's really easy to get to Scarborough, Bridge, Filey, and into York that way as well. You can go either way from there. Get on the A170. Your world's your oyster. It's really lovely site. Yeah, the world's your oyster. No, actually, ours is a camper van and a caravan in it. That's our world. But so that is our main three sites that we're picking for this year's best sites of 2024. But we have had so many nice sites this year, haven't we?
We said earlier, didn't we, that some of the sites we've been to We've only been into them in winter, haven't we?
Yeah, and we need to pick some of these sites we've only been to in winter. I want to go to in the summer as well.
Yeah.
Particularly, I like Southport.
Yeah.
We haven't been there for a couple of years, but that's a great site
There's
as
an
well.
air show there as well.
There is an air show around
Yeah.
September time normally. But yeah, I mean, Lady Edith up at Scarborough, that was brilliant site. Very, very friendly. There was just so many. Ferry Meadows, the Caravan Club site. I'd have to say as well, I have noticed, just stood here talking and thinking about it as I talk, every site we've picked this year is one that we've been to in the campervan, not the caravan. So, but the campervan does most of our weekend trips just because it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
We don't have to go to storage and pick it up, so I can get it packed on an afternoon when I get home, and we can get straight out. So there will be more and more campervan trips coming up next year as well. But that's next month's vlog, what we're going to do next year. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed looking at all the sites that we've chosen this year. And we'll start planning next year's
and
let's
our Christmas dinner.
Yeah, next will be our Christmas vlogs. We're not away now till Christmas, so
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Well, it won't be by the time this goes out. It'll be a week. So don't forget to check out all the channels in the list below. We have had a couple of new people joining the collaboration. Last month it was Travel with Tim, and this month we've got Ready Steady Tour. And if you've not seen Ready Steady Tour's 12 Days of Christmas, I'll put a link in the description because it just made me laugh. He did such a good job with it. Go give that a watch as well.
I had to laugh.
It was amazing. Yeah. But yeah, don't forget, go watch all the other channels. They'll all have different ideas. They'll all have different sites that they've been to. And it's useful to see where you want to go in 2025. So, but from us, for this vlog, that is it. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
See ya.